example, Larry Bird. Magic Johnson was not an off-the-charts athlete, Kevin, but a fantastic basketball player. Kyle Anderson. Slow motion, they call it.
Yeah, how about him?
He is nice. I'm telling you, this kid has tremendous basketball. Does everything. There's not anything fluid. Oh, so smooth. I love watching him operate and work. Just the kind of player that'll fit in nicely in San Antonio.
And he makes both free throws. Paul George in the first year of a 5-year max level contract extension. Boy, those are big words and mean a lot. You talked about earlier his name on the marquee and how it's big and bright. And, you know, his play last season left no question in a lot of people's mind that he's worth every dollar.
Yeah, there are only about a dozen or so guys that are worthy of max contracts, in my opinion. He's clearly one because he's gotten better every season. He hungers to be great, and he's a tremendous two-way player, potentially a guy who could be Defensive Player of the Year at some point in his career.
Here's Anthony after the basket by San Antonio. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Aldridge against Adams. To Roberson. Aldridge with the block. Outside Leonard. The drive by Green. And here's Anderson from the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And Paul George is a phenomenal athlete, folks. I mean, he does stuff that should look hard and makes it look easy. Never takes a play off defensively and still has the energy to carry the offensive load that he does. That attribute's so underrated. There are very few players that are able to do it the way PG does. And it really is one of the marks of greatness, and he's headed in that direction.
Ahead, here's Anthony. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Now here's Green. He has 7, and Anderson gets it to go.
How about the delivery in the lane, just perfectly done.
Thunder trailing by 6. Westbrook drives in. Offensive rebound. Here's Anthony. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Anthony's got 6 points.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Parker, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. George, no one around. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rough.
That's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Roberson the pass to Carmelo. The kick out to Westbrook. Deflects the pass. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City moving it around. It's Anthony with the drive. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Spurs leading by 3. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. The kick out to Anderson. Parker outside. That's blocked. They get it back, and yes, sir, that one drops.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with.
Here's Roberson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Leonard against George. And Leonard gets it to go.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Well, Kawhi Leonard drafted 15th overall back in 2011. The pick acquired from the Indiana Pacers in a trade for George Hill.
And you know, at the time, Manu Ginobili said that he really didn't agree with the trade, made him angry. He had a real strong relationship with George Hill and liked his game. I'm sure a lot of Spurs fans felt the same way, but even as Hill remains a heck of a player, the Spurs fans have to be happy As a matter of fact, they are ecstatic with what Kawhi Leonard has been able to do and what he looks like he's going to do for many years to come.
And it's good. 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. Thunder trailing by 9. And here's Anthony from the arc. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
Now here's Ginobili. Three-pointer. The rebound by Patterson.
And Leonard has been a great fit with the Spurs culture. Quiet, low maintenance, hardworking, not one for all the glitz and the glamour. He owns one watch, they say. Just focused on basketball, not the lifestyle that it affords.
That's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Parker. And there's the feed to Ginobili. Parker kicks to Leonard. Westbrook against Parker. Westbrook drives in. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Now just a 5-point Spurs lead.
You talk about Leonard's work ethic. Instilled in him from his late father, lost tragically when Kawhi was only 16 years old. But his father used to put him to work at his car wash, made him run hills, and really embedded in him the value of hard work. And his dad's influence and legacy lives on in Kawhi.
And the Spurs making a change here. Mills is checked in.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
That was embarrassing.
And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Patterson, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Patterson's got his second basket of the night.
I'm sure they're satisfied with that possession, guys. Very nice shot that time.
Pass to Mills. Feeds to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Here's the dish to Mills. Off target from three-point range.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Outside, George. Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Carmelo. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Now the pass to Bertans. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Outside, George. He dishes it to Patterson. Outside, Felton. That ties the game. Felton's got his first 2 points.
He's not their first option, but not a bad fallback either.
Leonard on the wing. Dishes it to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Leonard for the three, and he gets it to go. Leonard's got 7 points.
A good open look, and he slashes home the three.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, so smart, a former foreign intelligence officer during the Cold War. He's a little tight-lipped with the media. Maybe that's the reason why.
Pau Gasol's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. Andre Robertson comes in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Patterson. Outside, George. Felton the pass to George. Here's Ginobili. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead. And Popovich back in the 70s toured Eastern Europe and the Soviet Union with the U.S. Armed Forces team. He speaks Serbian and Russian.
Yeah, you know, no surprise that, Kevin, given his experience abroad, that he helped make the Spurs real trendsetters as far as international scouting.
Takes the three, and again it's San Antonio with the three.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come. Nick Collison has played a decade in the NBA, all with the same franchise. 4 seasons in Seattle and the last 6 in OKC. And there's a reason they've kept him around. He's a savvy role player, very smart, does a lot of the little things to help you win.
Collison hits them both.
And the Thunder really are consistently better at the defensive end with Collison on the floor. You know, he's not a big shot blocker or rebounder, but he's outstanding as a help defender. He's able to draw charges. He's always in the right spot at the right time, and he just knows what that defensive system requires from him. Oh, get it! Uh-oh, locked out now.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Leonard dishes to Mills. Back to Leonard. Spurs working the ball around now. And stolen by Patterson. Stolen by Ginobili. Here's Gasol. Makes it off the glass.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Pass to Roberson. Here's Patterson, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Join Mafia Addict. Come and create the most respected mafia in the world. Build your own mafia empire, start a family, and become...
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Jeremy Lamb. Adams is out there with Nick Collison. Then there's Felton. And it's Roberson in at the small forward position. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, there's no doubting that center Steven Adams came to the league ready to rumble. As Kendrick Perkins put it, like he grew up on the farm chasing hogs. But Adams said it had more to do with growing up playing rugby. He said it was, quote, a combination of that and trying to survive against my brothers and sisters. Keep in mind, he's the youngest of 18 siblings, Kevin.
He doesn't mind taking some lick stores. He just keeps coming. Thank you. Tony Parker's checked in for Patty Mills. Then for the Thunder, Grant, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Outside, Green. This one for 3. That doesn't go either for Green. Oklahoma City trailing. Puts up a 3. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Collison. 13 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Now here's Parker. He's guarded closely. Gay with no one around. San Antonio again missing. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And here's Anthony for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Green inside the three-point line. He trains the quick shot. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. 16 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Now he's hit a pair of 3 balls in this quarter, so he's starting to find his range.
Parker with it. He kicks it to Gay. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Gay's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
A lot of high hopes for the Thunder heading into last season's playoffs, and it didn't go quite as they had planned.
And Anthony gets it to go. San Antonio's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Parker kicks to Green. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Outside Anthony, kicks to Grant. Fires from deep. Shot is off. And the Spurs going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Anderson up top. 5 points in the game. And that one's good. And now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
No one near Felton as he lets it go. Rebound by Tony Parker. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. He's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Grant.
And Parker with the quickness to win that race to the rim, and then his great touch, able to use English or just the spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use that teardrop.
Green passes to Parker. The drive by Gay. That is good. Gay's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve. As well as they've got it working right now, that could be the case.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And for Parker now coming into his 30s, the question, how will his game, so based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness, how will it age?
Well, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. The speed will go. But the fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim.
Westbrook kicks to George. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
They get it back. Patterson dishes to Anthony. Outside for George. Here's Patterson. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape.
Parker drives in, and the wide open shot from Green. That doesn't go either for Green. Thunder trailing by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Westbrook kicks to Felton. Got a piece of it. The kick out to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs leading by 7. Ginobili left side. Nobody near Gay. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. That's now 8 points for Rudy Gay. They're struggling to keep up.
Now we'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Spurs have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%.
They need to get somebody on him. They've got to cover him like a blanket. He's killing them from outside this period. Hitting his third of the second quarter there.
I wonder, as we've seen Paul George go from good to great and then from great to fantastic the last couple of seasons, what's his ceiling? With his size and skill set, there's very little that he can't do on the floor.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Saul comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Manu Ginobili. Leonard attacking Green inside the three-point line. And it's San Antonio with another. Well, Clark, for Paul George, it's incredible to think that he was taken as he was in the draft. But as you said earlier, his ceiling is through the roof, and he's right up there with LeBron and KD as the best threes in the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. Really nice to watch his development because he's made progress each year. It'll take an incredible amount of hard work for him to surpass either of those two in the grand scheme of things, but I wouldn't doubt anything when it comes to Paul George's ceiling. It's just going to be a matter of his commitment to the work and staying focused on realizing his tremendous God-given ability.
And the wide open shot from Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thunder trailing by 10. And here now the Thunder. And stolen by Gay.
That steal was the product of active hands and outstanding defensive awareness there.
And that one's good. Gay's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
The Thunder shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked